Hey guys, how's it going? This is gonna be my Aldi grocery haul for the video that I'm doing. It's like the part 1 to the video that I'm doing where I only eat things from Aldi all week. Aldi all week. First of all, I want to say that some of the stuff I've already started eating because this is actually the second day of filming the week. I already filmed a grocery haul, but I'm refilming it because there's just some things that I need to say, and also I went back and bought a couple more things. We'll talk about that, let me tell you. So I'm gonna go over what I did and did not like about Aldi with my first couple experiences there. I'm gonna talk about my own mistakes with still trying to figure out how to budget and how to grocery shop efficiently for a week of food. And I'm gonna talk about the things that I bought, obviously, and my thought process with what I'm gonna make with the things that I bought. So let's talk about produce since it's right next to me. Actually, first of all, let's talk about problems with Aldi because it's relevant. Number 1 is the plastic. As far as regular products go, it's pretty normal, just like your average supermarket. But produce, it was really bad. In typical supermarkets where I am, there is a lot of things that are wrapped in plastic, but there's usually also an option to get them, individually. At Aldi, it was I would say most of the produce was in plastic of some sort without another option. And that was extremely upsetting. Number 1, because of obviously I'm trying to not buy plastic for environmental reasons, but also it was would suck for buying food for one, because it's I can't buy 1 green apple or 3 green apples. I have to buy 12. It would be a lot easier if it was buying for a family, I'll talk about more things I didn't like later on, but I'm gonna go start, oh my god, English? I'm gonna start going through the things now. The sweet potatoes, there is 6 or 7, and it's 3 pounds of sweet potatoes for $2.89. This is supposed to be somewhat of a fall themed video. I mean, pumpkin is the most, fall thing, fall vegetable or whatever. But I'm just not that big on pumpkin, and everybody is eating pumpkin right now, so I figured it wasn't that big of a deal. You're not really starving for pumpkin recipes necessarily. I prefer sweet potatoes to pumpkins any day. Without really anything specific in mind, I knew I would eat them, but I figured even if I didn't have a recipe to use them in, I would just bake them on their own because I like that as a dessert or snack or breakfast or whatever. But since I bought them, I actually had a couple ideas. I bought green apples because I wanted to make an apple crisp with them because I thought that would be a good dessert / breakfast food. I had the idea that I could do some sweet potatoes in the apple crisp. I've never made that specifically before, but for Thanksgiving, I always make, and it's in my Thanksgiving videos, green apples and sweet potatoes mixed with butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, all those things. Brown sugar, did I say brown sugar? And then you put them in the oven with pecans or walnuts. So good. It is so good. Oh my god, the best ever. And also I had the idea that I can put sweet potatoes in a chili because I bought stuff for making chili, because to me that's fall food. And I also figured, since I'm probably not going to use all of these in a crisp, I could cook some and put it on top of oatmeal. I also bought these very cute, colorful potatoes. My cousin gave me the idea that I should buy these because they're fall colored, because I was looking at potatoes, but this is a lot more, festive. This looks very interesting, just me And I also bought green beans. Fresh green beans. Those were $2.49. At first I was thinking I could just, throw them on a pan with these and seasoning and olive oil and garlic and whatnot. And then that's a side for whatever meal that I'm making. I didn't have an idea for a meal that would go with that, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that. I also had the idea that I could throw some of these potatoes into a chili instead of putting the sweet potatoes in the chili. Or I could, no. I also had the idea that I could make a green bean casserole, a simple green bean casserole, because I also bought French fried onions. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with those either, so mistake. I got a lot of tomato products. I got 2 cans of tomato sauce prices wise, I was really pleased with Aldi, especially the canned goods. I felt like had really good prices. These are small cans, but each of them were only 24 cents. This huge can of diced tomatoes and crushed tomatoes, $1.65, and the crushed tomatoes were 85 cents. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna use for what, because I knew, number one, I was gonna make a spaghetti squash with Aldi's meatless meatballs and obviously tomato sauce, and then the diced tomatoes were mainly for the chili. And then I also got garbanzo beans, black beans, and I bought a big thing of pinto beans. They actually only had the big one. Each of these were 44 cents and 48 cents. Whereas like at Sprouts, a lot of the time it's like 99 cents for a can of beans like this, even if they're not organic. So I bought the big thing of pinto beans, and I wanted to use some of it for like burrito bowls. And then I also got the black beans and the garbanzo beans for the chili. And I thought I would just use the rest of the pinto bean can because it's like a big one, you know. I also got this granola cereal. It was smaller than I thought. It's 11 ounces, 11.5 ounces. Probably similar to like a granola bag, but it just looks like more because it's in a box. This was $2.69 and it was organic. So, excuse me, that's a really good deal. This thing of chocolate, it is 70% dark chocolate, fair trade certified. I didn't realize that it's actually like individually packaged. There's like 4 little bars in here. I didn't need that necessarily, but weren't too many vegan chocolates. Okay, hello. I wanted to have it as a snack, maybe make some sort of dessert thing out of it, and also I wanted to mix it into oatmeal. Okay, so the 2 main things that I was upset with Aldi for is that, number one, they don't have tofu. I looked for edamame also, they didn't have that, which is like, what? You guys have vegan sour cream, but you can't have tofu? So I bought all the things for a stir fry, tofu stir fry. Thought I just didn't see it the first time I was there, but then I was buying the stuff. It's like, oh shoot, I forgot to get tofu. But I was like, whatever, I'll just come back and get it tomorrow. And I came back and I couldn't find it because they don't sell it. Then I went to another store and I bought tofu so that I could do it anyways. But then I thought that maybe I shouldn't do that and I should stick to the challenge. So I might try to make my own tofu because, like I said, I did buy soy milk. I bought these walnuts in place of pine nuts for like a pesto, but they don't sell basil. They don't sell fresh basil at all. I think the only fresh herb they sold was cilantro. I bought this black soybean spaghetti, which I wanted to make with a pesto sauce because I thought it would be fun for Halloween, like a black noodle with a green sauce. So then I also bought bananas, which were 53 cents for 3 of them. I thought I would use some of them in breakfast, like just with the granola or mixed into oatmeal for like a natural sweetener. Also for smoothies, peppers, bell peppers, which were $2.99 for 3 of them, so about $1 each. For like fajita veggies for burrito bowls, but I also thought I could use some in like a stir fry that I'm making, in the tofu stir fry that I'm making. Again, like why is it in the bag? My God. Baby Bella mushrooms for $1.99, and I wanted to use those in the stir fry also. But also, I could use them in the green bean casserole too, because when I make green bean casserole, I put mushrooms in it. Meatless meatballs for the spaghetti squash, those were $3.89. And I haven't tried them yet, but if they're anything like the Trader Joe's meatless meatballs, and I feel like that's a pretty good deal, $3.89 for a bag of 5 servings of meatballs. I bought 1 lime for 25 cents just for the burrito bowls and making like guacamole or anything if I want to. I bought a beefsteak tomato for $1.33. It was a big tomato, but is that expensive? I don't really know. I couldn't tell. I bought tomato for putting in pita wraps. Fuji apples. I bought 2 of them, although my dad already ate one. They were $1.07 for 2 Fuji apples. I want to get to the point where I can do like $30 budget grocery haul for the week, but I'm not efficient enough with planning groceries for a week where I can really do that easily, especially since I hadn't been to Aldi before. So I would have to like go and like scope out the store first and then like come home and think of meals. And also because I'm kind of buying stuff for like my parents too, making family dinners, so it's not just for me. And also, like I said, I would have bought 3 apples or 4 apples, you know, but I had to buy 12. So at that point I kind of just gave up and I was like, okay, well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so at least for this video, I'm just gonna buy what I want to buy, and then I'll figure it out. And I'll calculate, like my dorm video, I'll calculate what each meal actually costs, and then yeah, I'll do some sort of conclusion at the end where I explain what I'm gonna do next time, or what I've like learned from this, I guess. I bought broccoli for $1.49. I bought broccoli for anything but mainly for the stir fry. Salsa for $2.99. It was organic. I bought the salsa for the burrito bowls and also for snacks if I want. I didn't buy chips, but I think we have some chips. And also organic hummus for $2.39 for the pita wraps, but also for like a snack. I bought their vegan sour cream, mainly because I wanted to try it, but I wanted to try it with a burrito bowl, and also I might end up making like onion dip with it. Only $2.39 for a thing of vegan sour cream, which is a really good deal. I bought peanut butter, of course. This was only $1.59. It's a smaller thing, but it does not have palm oil in it. It just has vegetable oil. Ooh, hydrogenated. That's bad, right? Shit. I didn't read that. 2 avocados for 69 cents each. Avocados for really anything, but mainly for the burrito bowls. I bought their vegan mozzarella cheese, mainly to try it. It was $3.29. Which again is a really good deal. A lot of vegan cheese is like $5-6 for a bag, and I wanted to try it on the meatless meatballs. I bought some of their chickenless chicken patties for my pita wraps, but also for anything that I feel like using it for. Even though these are, you know, more expensive than using like beans in a meal or whatever, they were still only $3.29 for 4 patties. I bought pita bread for $1.89, and there's 6 of them. I bought spiced hibiscus juice because it sounded like maybe it was kind of fall-ish, just because it had the word spiced in it. That was $2.89, which is a good price because I've seen that kind of size of juice for like $5 at other places, because I needed a juice to flavor my next batch of kombucha, which I think I'm actually making today. Soy milk for $2.39, good deal, and it was also organic. I bought some long green rice for $1.79 for eating with the stir fry, eating with the burrito bowls. I mixed some with lime and cilantro last night, which also I bought cilantro for like 50 cents. Some frozen blueberries for $1.89. Pretty good size bag for $1.89, so. The last thing is that I bought a General So. I thought it was Zao, but I'm not so sure. Sometimes it's spelled with an A and sometimes not, but anyways, it was $1.99, and I wanted to use that on the tofu for the stir fry. Oh, and spinach. I bought spinach. I'm trying to figure out my what I eat in a week videos in a way that works better for me and provides me an easier way to upload these videos without taking forever editing these and then finally uploading a video that's like a half hour long. It's exhausting and it seems very unnecessary. I figured I would try to split them up more often. Please let me know what you thought of this video and if you think I should keep doing grocery haul videos like this. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want, if you liked it, if you want to see more. Give the video a like if you appreciate it, if you learned something, if you had a thought at all. One thought during the whole process, give it a like.